All right. So hi guys and girls, it's Lockie here. We're just going to get started with our webinar, making sure that we are good to rock and roll. Let me get the chat function ready. I'm going to switch the cameras on, making sure that you can see me, making sure we're 100% clear. There we are. Yes, there we are. So we should be in a good little place. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the webinar. Hope you are magic wherever you are in the world. Guys, we've got a awesome little webinar for you tonight. It is going to be, guys, going to be around about 45 minutes long at this stage. The whole intent is to provide you with an absolutely incredible little opportunity to find out ultimately what we do, why we do it, how we do it. Guys, what makes us ultimately different from everybody else around the world, which is going to be, which dare I say, it's going to be quite good fun. Now, the flip side, guys, the flip side of that, if I may, the flip side of that, we've had a really good little day in the trading room. It's actually gone relatively well. It was relatively well in the scheme of trading. The beauty of going relatively well is that we have had an opportunity to trade the markets. The markets were really lovely and volatile today, guys, and we absolutely love volatility. So at the end of the webinar, we'll be taking you through the trade, particularly the trade of the day, because it's a trade that we feature every day on YouTube. Suffice to say, we want to give you a ton of transparency about what we do, why we do it, how we do it. Some of the best trades we talk today, guys, we'll work through those as we need to, and we can ultimately go from there. Now, guys, who are we? Really quickly, we're basically a team of experts that have been gathered from around the world. So Samurai is a relatively new company, guys, in the game of day trading. However, the staff, guys, that are actually running the company have been in the day trading. In my case here, I've been in day trading since August of 2007. So the management, trading, and education team have been handpicked from around the world. Our goal is to effectively empower people, both from all over the world, to live a better life, basically funded through day trading. Today in the live trading room, as an example, we had just under 70 traders in the live trading room, but that's pretty normal. We're represented today by 12 different countries. So the word is spreading quite quickly, guys, and the live trading room is ultimately where a lot of the action occurs, guys, for us as not only a trading school, guys, but also a team of people that are professionally trading on behalf of the Samurai company. I think that does actually bring up a really big point. There's quite a few traders that we are training at the moment who are professionally trading for Samurai. So they are full-time professional traders. Guys, so not only are we a trading school, but we've also got a team of full-time traders, and they're doing very well. So ultimately, guys, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be teaching you how to trade without brokers. Now, there's a lot of people out there in the world, guys, that can teach you how to trade. One of the biggest differences between what we do, guys, and what everybody else does is ultimately we don't trade with brokers at all. So we're going to teach you how we're going to do that tonight. It does generate significant advantages for us as professional traders, as it increases our success rates. Make sure there's no one on the other side of the market to manipulate the market against us, which is really important. Guys, why are we ultimately different? There's a lot of educators out there in the world. I think that the most important thing is the actual Samurai company. Every single staff member in the company trades. They're passionate about trading. They love what they do. Guys, at the end of the day, we do run multiple live trading rooms. We're literally recruiting into a private hedge fund. The test traders are doing that at the moment. It's going very well, guys. So look out 2025. I think it's going to be really exciting. So the goals for the session really clear. All right, so wherever you are in the world, there's quite a few people joining us. So wherever you are in the world, guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Guys, we are going to put this video out on YouTube for you as well, so you'll be able to watch this and again review what we do. So the goals for today, I want to basically introduce you to what we do and ultimately why we do it. Define day trading Samurai style. We do have some nuances, which I think is really quite important. I want to explain why we use the live trading rooms and basically how you can take advantage of them. Guys, if you do want to log into the live trading room, just simply go to the website and subscribe to the live trading room. Currently, we're running a European Open and a US closed live trading room. They are the most popular, guys. They are the most popular trading time slots in the world at this point in time. Guys, we want to basically show you the trades we taught in the live trading room today. So we say taught, guys. There were a lot of people in the LTR today who are learning how to trade. There's other people who are also professional trading and a beautiful mix, guys, beautiful mix in between. And ultimately, guys, we'll talk about how you get started with Samurai. The key with Samurai, guys, there's multiple things you can download for free on the website, from the Getting Started video pack, guys, to the book I've just released called Brokers Exposed, which talks about why we don't trade certain things and ultimately why we trade futures. All available for you there. Guys, ready to rock and roll. Also, if you are in a social media, as our Samurai Day Trading channel on YouTube is building pretty heavy momentum. And I was in charge of the I Love Trading brand from globally. So literally i.love.trading is available for you as well on Instagram. Now, guys, who am I? Basically, real quick, I'm the Chief Training Officer at Samurai. Effectively, what does that mean? I'm the lead educator. I've been in trading for a long time. I've been in trading for a long time. So I started my journey in August 2007. Basically built a career, guys. This is all I do. I built a career in full-time trading, full-time investing, and also educating people on how to do what we do. As the whole intent behind Samurai, the CEO is absolutely lovely. As the whole intent behind the company is empower people globally to change their financial circumstances as a result of being taught how to trade by professional traders who actually trade. It's kind of important. Now, guys, my trading journey so far, just to give you the history, as I said, I started on the 1st of August 2007. That's when I discovered futures trading. I was at that point in time a forex and CFD trader. As soon as I understood the difference between forex and CFDs, I left both of those trading modalities immediately to become a futures trader. I'll explain why in the webinar tonight. As 1st of August 2009, as I launched my first trading school in Australia. I based that on my own strategy, my own indicators. The reason being is there's lots of trading schools out there in the world, but there was no one that was doing a reasonable job of teaching futures trading, particularly an Australian-based trading school. Guys, at this point in time, I would humbly suggest the best trading schools in the world are basically in Singapore and the US. There's basically no one south of us that's really doing an incredible job that I would get blown away by, let me tell you. As February 2010, I launched the candlestick analysis and basis for the strategies and teachings that we're going to be doing tonight. In mid-2010, I actually launched what we call the efficiency indicator and the delta indicator. I'll show you the delta tonight. That was absolutely amazing. So second half of the webinar, I'll show you the live charts, show you the trade of the day. It was incredible, and you'll see exactly why we're pretty passionate about doing what we do. 2011, I started speaking internationally in all things futures trading, and I actually developed a client following in over 22 countries. So that was really, really, really good fun. Guys, we're building that client following up now. As I said before, got traders already in 12 countries. It won't be long before we get back to 22. As that being said, mid-2013, got an opportunity to work for President 45, or the gentleman that is President 45, and looks like he's going to become President 47 as well. So it got really, really great experience, suffice to say, absolutely lovely guy. Now, end of 2023, guys, I moved to Japan to basically join the Samurai Day Trading team. Guys, they're based in Singapore, so I live in Japan. Guys, I literally commute to Singapore when I need to. The company's brilliant, full of professionals. The CEO is amazing. As may I suggest, we're in a really, really great place. So my biggest learning, guys, if I could summarize the last 15 or so years worth of understanding how the trading markets work and how the professional trading systems work and similar things, guys, I would ask you to focus on simplicity. Now, further on that journey, what I would ask you to do is I want to talk about the 5 steps of professional trading, because if you can get these 5 key steps in place, guys, you are going to become a professional trader far faster, guys, than I did. And it took me about 2 years, guys, to get my head around what trading actually was. You can do this a lot faster than 2 years. So, guys, your 5 key steps to professional trading are very, very simple. I want you to avoid brokers at all costs. I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. Point number 2, I want you to find a strategy that ultimately works, and all I want you to do is copy it. Guys, I meet many, many traders around the world who are trying to invent their own signals or invent their own indicators, or, for example, they've got a really, really great strategy like the 5-minute chart strategy that we're using right now, and then for some reason they swap to a 2-minute chart, or they swap to swing trading, or they swap to something there's absolutely no proof out there in the world it actually works. So, guys, what I would do instead of being one of those people that goes sort of wandering out onto the ether, a bit free range, if you will, guys, I would find a strategy that ultimately works really, really well and follow it. And I would find a trading school that is happy to show you the strategy live in a live trading room every day. So not only can you build confidence in what they're doing, but you can build trust in the people that are running the company. Guys, there's hundreds of trading educators out there. I would suggest the vast majority of them don't actually trade. They're very, very good at talking about it, but they don't actually trade. As it turns out, I executed 2 trades in the live trading room tonight, literally in front of the live trading room. The trades went to target. So I am a trader that not only teaches trading, but also trades. And I think that's very important. So critical. Make sure you're only working with a live trading room and a live trading school that's actually happy to show you the trades live in the market, because anyone can scroll back guys, and find a super winning trade, guys, from 2 years ago. I mean, if guys, hindsight, everyone would have bought Bitcoin 2 years ago, right? So anyone can show you a great trade in hindsight, guys. You want a trading school that does it live, and you want them to do that live over multiple trading sessions per day. Guys, what I want you to do, point number 3, is match your trading session to your lifestyle. So always trade when you're literally at home, or you're in a really peaceful place where you can focus on the job, and I can help you with that, guys, if you need. Guys, point number 4, match your market selection to your personality. There are fast-moving markets and slow-moving markets. So what I would do is, if you're a fast, zesty person, the NASDAQ is probably pretty good for you. As if you're a little bit more slow and a little bit more calculated, the S&P 500 is incredible. It is the biggest market in the world, bar none. Guys, and if you're a little bit sort of in between, the FDAX, which is the German stock exchange, that's my favorite market to trade. Guys, it is ridiculously predictable. I believe at this point in time, guys, this month so far, guys, in the live trading room, I believe we've had every single trade we've called on the FDAX bar one. Guys, bar one trade was a winner. So the success rate, guys, is way over 90%. Guys, way over 90% on that market. So if you love super predictable markets, then that is something ultimately to consider. Now, point number 5 was, what you also want to do is prove your profitability using one strategy. And then what I want you to do is prove that profitability, guys, and then stick to that strategy. Don't change anything. Because ultimately what you're going to do, guys and girls, is you're going to build this base knowledge around this beautiful thing called trading. Guys, particularly if you decide to trade with Samurai, if you're going to jump in the live trading room, incredible. You're going to build a really good knowledge and a really good expertise about trading. Guys, there is no point going off then and chasing the golden unicorn, for example, like an untested 2-minute chart style of trading strategy, when you can stick 100% to the 5-minute charts, which, as many of you may not be aware, the 5-minute chart is actually one of the minimum size institutional trading charts in the world. Because that's why we do all of our work on the 5-minute chart, because if the other institutions around the world are making decisions on the 5-minute chart, we all want to be basically making decisions, and there's similar decisions, guys, at exactly the same time. That's why we run at such a high strike rate. So, guys, building on from that, what is basically day trading Samurai style? So day trading with Samurai means following 4 proven principles that you can adopt for your own trading immediately, guys. So this is not something that you're going to start in 6, 8, 9 months' time. You might think you know what you're doing. Guys, everything we do is online. All of our video trainings are online. Everything is done online. So you can study what we do very quickly. Obviously, that's reinforced in the live trading room. So what we're going to do, guys, the 4 proven principles, we're going to establish a daily goal. So our goal is to make money out of the market every single day. I'm going to show you exactly how we did that tonight in the live trading room. Guys, suffice to say, how do we do it? We use a combination of 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, 60-minute chart, and 4-hour chart. So one of the best trading strategies in the world, guys, you'll have your 5-minute chart is where you actually take your trades. You'll use the 15-minute chart, the 60-minute chart, and the 4-hour chart in ultimately to determine the direction the market is likely to move in. So if you do get an opportunity for a really big profit trade, guys, like what we got this afternoon, guys, then you'll be able to let the trade run in your favor, cut your risk quickly, let your profit run. Guys, we ended up with a risk to reward ratio this afternoon that was more than 100 times in our favor. So literally a risk to reward ratio more than 100 times. Now, the trade didn't start like that, guys. The trade started with around about $100 at risk, sure. But what I'm going to teach you a little bit later on is how to modify your risk on the run so you can actually move from a 1-to-1 or 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio in your favor. You can actually move out to 1:50 or 1:100. Very easy to teach you in this session. Guys, next point, market selection. What you want to always do when you're selecting a market, guys, target a market that's got really good volume, got great volatility, guys, and that's around every day. The best markets in the world to achieve that there's probably 7 or 8 of them. Let me give you the best. Guys, the S&P 500, incredible. NASDAQ, incredible. FDAX, incredible. You've got oil, gold, and you've also got the 3 major currency pairs as well. The best of those being the Euro-US currency pair. I'll talk a little bit about that later on. So market design is what we also want to do is we don't want to ever use brokers. Now, there's a lot of people out there in the world that might have heard of forex trading, guys. You might have heard of CFD trading. You might have heard of binary options trading, all of these other forms of trading, particularly forex, because you're literally forced to use a broker. Now, I have not used a broker since the 1st of August 2007. So I might be the bearer of bad news for the brokers here. But ladies and gents, you don't need to pay a broker in order to trade the biggest and best markets in the world. That is a very, very old-fashioned way of thinking. Guys, we want to correct that globally. Guys, I wrote that book called Brokers Exposed. It's there on the website, ready for you to download if you would like to. It's completely free, no obligation. Guys, we are coaching a wonderful team of professional traders globally. And as I said, guys, just sitting under 70 traders in the LTR today, which is good fun. Guys, suffice to say that trading room will build up to 100 traders pretty quickly. And then we can start to focus on, let's say those 100 traders made $100 a day. Guys, we're starting to move forward. But once those 100 traders are making $1,000 per day, we're taking $100,000 out of the market on a daily basis. Guys, to me, that's a really, really exciting sort of hedge fund style conversation we need to be having. So we don't trade, guys. We don't trade with brokers. We'll talk about that in a second. And finally, guys, all the way down the bottom there, guys, we do target a 90% strike rate. So the way we do that is we've got custom strategies and indicators that we use. Guys, we've been improving, or me personally, guys, I've been improving and trading these strategies since around about the 1st of August 2007. I discovered futures by about 2009, guys, that 2-year block. That's when I had my strategy in place, ready to rock and roll, with all the complementary indicators came pretty soon after that. So, guys, since then, we've been running at well over a 90% strike rate. There's a lot of traders out there in the world that go, wow, Lockie, how do you do that? Guys, the key to trading really, really, really well is a 5-minute chart. That's your primary execution chart. You've got reference charts called the 15-minute chart, the 60-minute chart, and the 4-hour chart. Okay, that is, guys, if there were 4 principles to chart success, they are the 4 principles that I would follow if I wanted to be a professional trader. That's what we basically do every day. Now, guys, what are the markets we target? Ultimately, anything worth trading, and we can basically teach you how to trade it. Now, we do trade currency pairs, guys, but please note that I've put a big red forex there. We do not use forex brokers, and we do not use forex platforms in order to trade currency. Guys, so quite often the currencies and the forex gets mixed up. Guys, so please don't get them mixed up. Forex is currency trading through a broker. Currency trading to a futures exchange does not involve a broker. So if you are a forex trader out there and it's not working for you because the market is manipulated against you, we'll get to that in a second, guys, you can literally grab all of your forex strategies and bring them to futures, and you literally get rid of the forex broker forever. So I would suggest that's really, really good fun. Guys, the best commodities to trade, oil and gold. Certainly they're the best short-term commodities. We got some great oil trades and gold trades this afternoon. And guys, also the best stock indexes, the S&P 500, the FDAX, the NASDAQ, Russell 2000, and the FTSE. Guys, those are probably the best. Guys, you can match your personality to the volume, the volatility. Guys, just get on with the job of being really, really good at this thing called trading. Now, the key point, guys, with all of that stuff I've shown you there, basically what we're doing is we're teaching you to trade the markets that are available to you 24 hours per day that do not trade through a broker. Now, I'm going to get to that, guys. I'm going to show you why in a second. But ultimately, as a futures trader, why are we futures trader? Why are we futures traders, I should say? As a futures trader, there is no party on the other side of the market that is free to trade the market against us. So futures trading is a 2-team game. So buyers versus sellers, and the stronger team has to win. So let me say that again. Futures trading is a 2-team game. So buyers versus sellers, and the stronger team has to win. Forex trading is a 3-team game. All right, so hear me out on this one. Forex trading is a 3-team game because you've got the buyers versus the sellers versus the broker, and the broker controls the direction and the price of the market. So the reason that most Forex traders fail globally, guys and girls, is because you've got the buyers versus the sellers, sure, but they're forced to use a broker, and the broker controls the price of the market. Therefore, the broker is more powerful. So who wins the Forex game? The broker. Now, guys, that brings up a really, really good point. Guys, I had the opportunity starting in 2013 to speak all over Southeast Asia. And you'd be amazed at the number of people that said to me, but Lockie, aren't all forms of trading equal? Like, isn't Forex the same as this and the same as that? Like futures and Forex, aren't they the same thing? It all looks the same. I said, sure, the candlesticks look the same. Guys, but the fact is, as a futures trader, there's only 2 teams, and no one can manipulate the market literally against you, deliberately against you. So futures trading, 2-team game. Forex is a 3-team game. Guys, the problem with the 3-team game is there is a player in the market called the third team, called the broker, that can deliberately manipulate the market against you when you're trading. So because you wonder why most futures traders that are well trained have a really good chance of being successful at trading. But regardless, guys, you could pay $50,000 for a forex trading course if you want. But the forex trading course is teaching you to trade a market that is ultimately manipulated by the broker. So guys, I don't want to be rude. It doesn't matter how much your forex trading course costs. It doesn't make you broker proof. So that's why, guys and girls, dare I say it, I live in Japan. Japan has got the highest concentration of failed forex traders in the world. But Japan is now starting to pick up on the fact that you can actually trade currency using a futures contract. You don't need a forex broker, guys. And as a result, there's this huge renaissance of day trading in Japan. And guess what? They're all trading futures. So I wonder why they would be doing that. Now, guys, ultimately, what do we mean by broker-free trading? Now, this is really, really good fun because at the end of the day, guys, if you want to be a broker-free trader, so if you take anything away from this webinar at all, please take this away. If you want to be a broker-free trader, then all you do is switch to futures trading. Like, that's it. Now, I can show you how to do it. Guys, you can download the platforms on literally on the Samurai website if you would like to. Ultimately, as a trading school that recruits into a private hedge fund and a private trading team, guys, we're not going to train you on forex because the market's manipulated. Our chance of being successful is close to zero. So why do we trade futures? Guys, because we can get on with the job of being really good traders and make a large amount of money. Guys, you might not be aware that the S&P 500, just the S&P 500 alone, turns over more than 3.147 trillion US dollars every 24 hours. So if they're turning over more than $3 trillion per day on just the S&P 500 alone, on just the futures contracts alone, do you think there's room for you to make a couple of $1,000 if they've got $3 trillion up for grabs? Well, I suggest there probably is. So ultimately, guys, how are we different? Now, let me explain the greenhouse versus the red house. Now, I pioneered this concept, guys, in 2010 when people started saying to me, Lockie, what is the difference between futures trading and forex trading and everything else? So, guys, over there on the left-hand side, we've got exchange-traded futures. Now, ultimately, guys, the greenhouse, they're traded to and from a regulated futures exchange only. Guys, so you literally, as a futures trader, you are the only group of traders in the world that have access to the futures exchange. Forex traders don't have access to the futures exchange. CFD traders, options, stock traders, binary options traders, all these other people, because they're trading all these other things, don't even have access to the market we're trading. So, guys, what does it mean? If you trade directly to the futures exchange, it means that you've got no brokers. So your market is 100% regulated and also 100% protected against all forms of broker manipulation. Now, guys, the big versus in the middle, because everyone else around the world tends to sit in the red house. So, guys, over there in the red house, you've got your OTC broker markets, including Forex, binary options, CFDs, options. Guys, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Basically, guys, how long is that list? If you are forced to use a broker to take a trade, then you're stuck in the red house. Now, the problem with that is they're traded to and from the OTC broker only. You've got no choice. It means the broker controls the market. There's actual no market regulation, really, and I'll show you a reference on that really shortly. Guys, also the market's controlled by the broker, so basically they can push it up or down whenever they want to. So it doesn't matter how much you pay for your trading education course in Forex, guys, or CFDs or options or binary options or any of those markets. At the end of the day, the very foundation of what you're doing is manipulated. So what does that mean? Guys, you might go really, really well for 2 or 3 months. You might go really, really well for 2 or 3 months, and then you get completely blown out of the water and have to start again. And you literally do this process over and over and over again. And that's what we've got to be really, really careful of. Guys, got to be really, really careful of that. Now, guys, why no brokers? So why do we not physically trade with brokers? And I've got some little bit of a reference here for you to do some homework if you would like to. Guys, in an OTC broker-controlled market environment, the broker reserves the right to trade against you whenever they choose. Now, there's a couple of different ways, guys, they do this, and I invite you to do a little Google search on this if you want to. You could Google Forex broker taking the other side, or you could Google Forex broker A booking versus B booking. But ultimately, what you're going to draw the conclusion is if you are a Forex trader, for example, stuck in the red house, there's absolutely no escape from the broker. There's literally no escape from the broker at all. Now, guys, how do the brokers achieve this? Apart from the fact they do lots of online marketing, they put out lots of free education and go, wow, come and trade with us, come and download our platform. We obviously don't do that, guys and girls. We don't own our own futures trading platform. So how do the brokers achieve this? Simply, what they do is they control the price and the direction of the market you are trading. So they can push the market up and they can push the market down as they choose. Basically, how do they control price? Well, it's very, very simple. They control the data feed that fuels your trading platform. So they actually control the candlesticks that move up and down in your chart, guys. That is ultimately the problem that we're going to run into. Now, what does that ultimately mean, guys? Lots of traders will actually fail as potential traders. The reason they fail, not because they're bad people, but ultimately because they've actually waded into a swimming pool where the water level is actually manipulated by the brokers. Now, guys and girls, that being said, I did a little bit of homework for you on this today as I set up these slides for you. I stumbled on a really, really great article called 8 Things You May Not Know About Forex. But I stumbled on this article, guys and girls, the references at the bottom of the slide for you there. I stumbled onto the article because I wanted to highlight, what does OTC mean? Like, quite often when I talk, I say to people, please avoid OTC markets. Now, OTC actually stands for over the counter. Now, guys, the really, really key point, this is straight off the CFTC. Okay, so that's the regulatory people over in the US, the Regulatory Commission. So, guys, I want you to have a look at this because, again, the second line down there after OTC is quite revealing. It actually says, this means you are not trading in an open market. You are trading only against your dealer or broker. So when you buy, your dealer is the seller. When you sell, your dealer is the buyer. Your dealer makes money when you trade more frequently, when you lose money or pay fees, spreads, or commissions. So ultimately, as what it means is if you are trading with a broker, they are actually financially incentivized to skew the market and trade against you because they're making money when you lose money. They're making money when you pay your trading fees and you pay the spreads on the trade and you pay commissions on your trade. So it's actually financially within the broker's interest, guys, to make sure you win a little bit, then lose big, then win a little bit, then lose big. They're going to let you win enough to stay interested. Then they're going to take all your money away. Then you fund your account again thinking, oh my gosh, I just got a bit unlucky, right? Then you build your account up again and then they knock you down. They just knock you down far enough to keep you interested. Mind you, the brokers out there in the world, as particularly the Forex brokers, probably don't want you watching this webinar, guys, because as I said earlier, you can trade all of the major currency pairs in the world, the ones that are worth trading, as you can trade them using a futures contract, which means no more Forex brokers ever again. What does that mean? You can get on the job with being a really, really great trader, bring all your Forex education, guys, across to futures and never get manipulated ever again. So, guys, why futures? If we look at a schematic, if we look at kind of the better side of the coin on this one, I'm going to put the greenhouse, which is there in the middle. That's your clearinghouse. Guys, over on the right-hand side, I've got the futures exchange. Over on the left-hand side there, guys, are basically all of our little happy traders. Now, one of the most important things about futures that I want everybody to recognize is that all critical market information that appears on your trading charts comes to you directly from the futures exchange with no one in the way, right? So there's no one in between you and the futures exchange, because when it comes to the data you see on your trading screens, that's the data you made your trading decisions on. Now, flip side, guys and girls, when we place a trade, we're placing our trade directly back also to the futures exchange. Now, key difference, guys, the only role of the clearinghouse is to give us permission to trade. So when I took my trades this afternoon, the clearinghouse would simply say, Lockie, do you have enough money in your trading account in order to take that trade safely? The answer is yes. That process, guys, takes less than half a second. There is no way the clearinghouse can actually trade the market against you. Their sole role is to make sure that you have enough money in your account to take the trade safely. So, guys, that's all they do. Permission is granted, the trade is executed, and off we go. Now, that little blue circle, guys and girls, down the bottom is probably the most important circle, guys, in the entire presentation. This is what makes our live trading room different to almost every other, certainly every other trading room in Southeast Asia. Guys, the little circle down the bottom there, very, very important. Guys, let me read that red text to you. The price of the market you are trading is defined by the futures exchange, not a third party like an OTC broker. Hence, it is pure and unfiltered price information you can trust when you're taking a trade. Because ultimately, if you can trust the information, the little candlesticks that are on your trading chart, I'll show you those in a second. If you can trust that information, guys, you're in a really, really good spot to take advantage of the market. What does that ultimately mean? We end up with a whole lot of happy traders because there's no one on the other side of the market to manipulate the market against them. Now, guys, the forex or the red house is a very, very different game. Okay, so remember that blue circle we had on there? That was probably the most important part of the webinar. So, guys, we've got the traders on the left-hand side. Once again, we've got the futures exchange over there on the right-hand side. Now, the first thing to understand, guys, about the red house, like why, for example, are we not forex traders? Why will we not teach you how to trade forex? Is firstly, most forex traders don't have access to the futures exchange. Full stop. So any suggestion that forex trading is the same as futures trading is wrong, because ultimately you don't even have access to the futures exchange. This is where we, as futures traders, gain a significant advantage over almost everybody else in the world. Now, flip side, you get access to the normal stock exchange, but there's a big catch with getting access to the normal stock exchange. Let me show you what that catch is. Guys, you've got your OTC broker just there. Now, the problem with your relationship with the broker is all critical market information is given to your OTC broker by the stock exchange. It is not given directly to you. Okay, that's your first problem. Your second problem is the broker then decides what information you need to see and ultimately what information you don't need to see. That's a problem because they may be seeking to trade against you. Now, when you place your trade directly back to the broker. Now, this is where the broker's got an interesting choice. As we found out in the definition of OTC, guys, a couple of slides back, the broker can make money out of you with the price spread of the market, the commissions on the trade, the brokerage on the trade. They can widen the price spread on your trade so you don't get in where you actually want to get in and you don't get out where you want to get out. Why would they do that? They can do that, guys and girls, because they've got two choices. They can manipulate the trade, guys, as you get into the market and then pass you on to the stock exchange. Or they can do something a little bit more vicious, guys, which is your OTC broker can take you on. Now, guys, that's broker language for trade against you. As we found out in the definition of OTC from a couple of slides ago, it basically means your broker can trade against you. So when you lose, they win, and the process just keeps going over and over and over and over again. So, guys and girls, we don't trade Forex because of this. Now, even though Forex is one of the most heavily marketed trading modalities in the world, the question is, do you know any genuinely successful Forex traders? Now, not being rude, guys, I don't know a successful Forex trader. I know hundreds of successful futures traders. I think you probably now know why. But it's an interesting point, as I said earlier. It doesn't matter how much money you pay for your Forex trading education. If the very market is designed to be broker-centric and as a result is manipulated by the brokers in their financial interest, doesn't matter how much you pay for your education, the vast majority of Forex traders globally fail. Now, a lot of these Forex people will say, oh, it's because they lack discipline, because they lack patience, because they won't do what they're told. None of the Forex brokers will say, oh, by the way, it's the most manipulated market in the world. Of course, they're not going to do that because they make a large amount of money out of manipulating the market. Fancy that. So one of the biggest problems, guys, you're going to have if you trade an OTC market, so if you choose to trade in the red house, is ultimately the broker can control or manipulate every piece of information you see on your trading charts, including the price of the market, the volume of the market, liquidity. Guys, they can actually make the Aussie dollar go up on your screen when in actual fact is going down in reality. How do they do that? Guys, they control the price data of everything you see. Why do they do that? Because that makes it easy for them to manipulate the market against you. They basically fake you into the market by buying and then they sell it against you, or they fake you into selling and then they buy it back against you. Guys, you'll see a million stories like that out there on the internet, guys. So again, if you want about 4 years worth of homework, just Google Forex brokers manipulating the market against me, and you'll end up with around about 1.7 million references on Google as at today on people going, I think the market's manipulated against me, or this or that, or this or that. Effectively, guys and girls, there's no way around it. There's just literally no way around it. In fact, as Rob, Rob goes, Rob's hello, man, how are you? You are an ex-Forex trader now. So it's funny you logged in right now, mate. I'm just talking about, I don't know any profitable Forex traders. I know a heap of profitable futures traders. And as I've said, Rob, in the webinar, if you are a Forex trader and you're watching this webinar right now, grab all of your Forex trading knowledge and simply swap trading platforms. Guys, that's all you need to do. And suddenly you might find all that 4-hour chart work and the 60-minute chart and the 15-minute chart work you're doing. You're going to find out it actually worked really, really well. So again, this market model, guys, called the red house, we don't teach you how to trade this because ultimately you end up with a whole lot of very, very unhappy traders, and that is ultimately not our goal. So, guys, live trading rooms, this reflects back to the start of the webinar. Why do we ultimately use live trading rooms? We use live trading rooms because we give people 100% transparency of the fact that the trading strategy actually works. Guys, now, the reason we do live trading rooms also is the fastest way to teach somebody how to trade is to put them in the live markets and say, hey, there is a great signal right there. If you want to take advantage of that signal, go crazy. It's as per our education, guys, as per our signal set and so on and so forth. So guys, let me build on this little theme for you, because I tend to find, guys, if a trading school is out there and doesn't offer live trading rooms, I would immediately be asking questions as to why, because the best live trading rooms in the world, guys, the best trading schools in the world offer live trading rooms where they can show you exactly where to get in and exactly where to get out of the market, guys, as per their education strategy. The only way to know, guys, the only way to know that an educator actually knows what they're doing is to watch them trade. Right, so the live trading rooms, ultimately, what are we looking for? Guys, we want to offer people transparency. We want them to trust what we're doing. We want them to see the performance. We want them to watch other people going, wow, look at the result, look at the result, look at the result, and go, wow, you know what? If that guy, little Greg, guys, Greg this afternoon is one of our traders in Newcastle, did around about $8,000 profit today. If you were in the live trading room and you saw that posted, you go, wow, you know what? If he did $8,000 today, then I can do $8,000 today. And it ultimately builds from there. So guys, the live trading rooms, not only are they confidence builders, but it's a really, really good platform to accelerate your education. So we do use live trading rooms, guys, otherwise known as LTRs. The whole point is to accelerate your education journey, guys, with the intent we can convert you into professional traders relatively quickly. So ultimately what we do in the live trading room, I will show you the live trading room format, guys, and then we'll show you the best trade of the day. Guys, we brief you on how to analyze the markets prior to each trading session. Guys, we call the trades for you and explain the pros and cons of each trade as the trade occurs. We discuss the risk and reward of each trade and seek to maximize your profit every time you take a trade. Guys, understanding that, one of the most poorly understood factors in the game of trading is risk to reward ratio. There's lots of people out in the world saying, oh, it's got to be 1-to-1, it's got to be 1-to-2, 1 to this, 1 to that. Because a lot of those people either don't trade or they don't know what they're talking about, because you can modify the risk to reward ratio on the run. I'm going to show you how to do that tonight, and we're going to engineer a risk to reward ratio that's literally 50 times in our favor. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Now, we do discuss risk to reward, guys, and a key point with that, I'll actually, in the trading room every single day, I'll say, we're entering the trade at this price. Your stop loss needs to go here. Your target needs to go here. Your risk control point is this. And then I'll actually talk the traders through it and say, right, at this point in time, I need you to cut the risk on the trade, let the profit run. Let's see how much we can make. So what we're looking for is we're looking for solid winning trades. If we ever get a loss, it's going to be very, very small compared to those wins. And I'll show you what we did today. Guys, we do teach and mentor in the live market because we believe it's probably the only way that we can prove the success rate of the strategy live. So none of this hindsight stuff, guys, it's done live, and we find that's actually a far better way to develop people's confidence and expertise as professional traders. Guys, we do combine that live trading room with weekly group coaching, on-demand video library called Tactics and Strategy Coaching. We run monthly masterclasses. Guys, and the whole point of doing this is to set you up for success as professional traders. So that being said, guys, where to from here? We're going to jump in, guys. We're going to jump into the live trading charts, and that will be good fun. Let me move that camera around a little bit. So ultimately, where to from here, guys? You'll note that there's nothing for sale. There's nothing for sale in the webinar, quite deliberately on purpose. Guys, the only thing I would say is if you want to join the live trading room, watch what we're doing and similar things, great, just jump on one of the subscriptions. Guys, you can use that $97 a month for as long as you would like. Now, the starter pack video series, guys, it's literally samuraidaytrading.com. Guys, you can also download the Brokers Exposed book. So if you're someone that loves to watch videos, guys, simply watch the video series. If you like reading books, read the books. Guys, if you want to join the live trading, you can do that as well. Guys, and also if you decide to join the live trading room, you get access to the masterclass archive. So archive, I should say. Guys, you can actually watch us work through the masterclasses, guys, as we build the masterclass series. If you like watching videos, guys, you can also go to YouTube. We put a trade of the day video on YouTube. That's literally at Samurai Day Trading. Guys, you can go and watch them on YouTube. And the reason you'd ultimately do that, ladies and gents, is not only are we building your expertise and we're building your knowledge, but our goal, guys, our goal is to actually develop a team of really, really successful traders, guys who are working for Samurai, Now, you don't actually have to work for Samurai. You can become a very successful trader in your own right, sure. But if you're looking at actually working for someone in the professional trading arena, guys, that's exactly why Samurai was set up. So it's a really, really great place. It's a really great place for us to be. Now, what I'm going to do, ladies and gents, is I'm going to go and grab the charts. Let me go and grab the charts. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me jump out of this PowerPoint. Now, the charts will be behind us here, which is absolutely perfect. I'll just make sure that you can see charts. Guys and girls in the webinar, can you see charts? I know there's going to be 4 of them. It's going to be quite, for those that don't know what we do, it's going to be a little bit in your face here. We can, no charts. All right, let me just, guys, I'm going to stop the share. Let me stop the share, go full screen. And then I'll go back to a chart share, which is just here. And we should find, in a perfect world, we can now see lots of charts. All right, so in a perfect world, that should actually come up quite nicely. Yes, brilliant. All right, so technology, guys, technology is working in our favor. Okay, so this is the format, guys. This is the format of the live trading room. Let me just take you through a little bit of familiarization because we've literally just come straight out of a live trading room session. All right, so all these little yellow things written on the charts here, guys, these are the comments. These are the comments that I put onto the charts as part of our debrief. We were expecting, guys, the market to fall today before then rising. Let me just get rid of that Fibonacci. I'll start cleaning up the charts for you a little bit. So at this point in time, guys, the market has fallen really, really nicely. Guys, there's no doubt about that. There's our little FDAX on the top right-hand corner. So the charts you are looking at, guys, for those that are not aware, bottom left-hand corner is the S&P 500. That is a 5-minute chart. Guys, got all the indicators loaded, just popping along, doing what it does. Suffice to say, S&P is really good, guys, if you want to trade large positions or you're quite a slow, sort of really, really calculated, meticulous detail person, guys, you'll find the S&P is good fun. Now, quite the opposite of slow, guys, is the NASDAQ. Guys, the NASDAQ is actually producing trades as I literally expand that top left-hand corner for you right now. So this is the NASDAQ, guys, typically moves a lot faster than the S&P 500. Again, really, really good fun if you want to go for really, really long-range profit targets, guys. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant. So guys, top right-hand corner, you got the FDAX. This is my favorite market to trade. We picked up today on the FDAX 5 trades, 5 wins. So again, another 100% strike rate. The market was moving beautifully today, guys. So ultimately, it sold down, couldn't go down, went up, couldn't go up, decided to go back down again. I stalled at that little black line there and basically stair-stepped its way all the way back to the top. So understanding we can trade the market in both directions, guys, the trading today was absolutely brilliant. And guys, bottom right-hand corner down here is the FESX. This is our reference chart. Guys, really, really important. So if you are thinking about joining a live trading room, guys and girls, again, there's quite a few of them in the world. I'd suggest we're #1 in Asia by a very, very long way. But guys, if they're running a European Open live trading room and they don't have visibility of this little market down the bottom here called the FESX, guys, may I suggest they don't know what they're doing. Guys, it is the biggest market in the world at this time of the day. Guys, you must know, if you don't mind, this is big brother, big sister down here. If you don't know what the FESX is doing, then you don't know what everybody else is doing. So you've got to be really, really careful. Guys, bring those other live trading rooms into context. If they're not watching the FESX, I would suggest, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think they ultimately know what they're doing. Now, guys, our trade of the day. Now, obviously, the NASDAQ, in fact, while we're here, that's a live chart. Guys, a really, really important point. It's live. There is nothing more live than this. So you see the candles counting down just there. And I said to you guys that we're starting to produce buying signals. Can everybody see, guys, on this little chart here, we've got these little dashed lines running across the screen. Okay, so put a little circle around there. That's what we call a delta indicator, guys. That's a delta I actually developed in 2010. Guys, the history of the delta, it's actually designed. I was approached by a gentleman that couldn't hear the live trading room properly. He approached me and said, Lockie, I would love to learn to trade the markets, but I basically can't hear. Is there any way you can project the buy and the sell signals onto the chart so I can trade them? Now, guys, that was an interesting point. I thought, oh, of course we can. I mean, look at all this, guys. This big selling, the campaign that occurred there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 deltas on the way down there that have all triggered. There's more selling deltas that are triggered here. The market is stalled. Again, I'm going to show you the trade of the day. Guys, these big orange candles here tell us that these traders are running out of steam. So this is the sellers pushing the market down, and they can't push the market down without doing damage. So the buyers have said, you know what? If you guys can't push the market down, we're going to push the market back up. These little green deltas here, guys and girls, are all reversal deltas. These deltas here are outside the range of that tiny little red candle there. I see all these deltas getting created literally as I talk to you right now. These are all independent buy signals, guys, in their own right. Now, the indicator you're watching there is called a Delta V1 and Delta V2. We are, guys, Samurai is the only trading school in the world with a V1, V2 Delta, guys. Now, how do I know that? Guys, I coded it. Okay, so therefore, we have designed a mathematical algorithm, guys, to actually hunt super high probability signals in the market. Guys, and ultimately, why do we do that? If we can pick, guys, all of these deltas, if we can pick where the big banks and the big institutions are going to be taking their trades, then we can take advantage of exactly the same trades. Because at the end of the day, guys, every futures trader globally must go to the futures exchange. So it doesn't matter if you're Macquarie Bank in Sydney or you're Lockie in downtown mountains of Japan. It makes absolutely no difference. Guys, all futures traders globally go to the futures exchange. It means we can see the banks when they're entering and exiting trades, and we can take advantage of that, which is ultimately a lot of fun. There's no question about that. Now, guys, what I want to do is I want to show you the trade of the day. All right, now this is the trade of the day. It was called in the live trading room for the NASDAQ traders. Let me move this chart around for you. Guys, the reason I actually want to show you this is there's multiple indicators that have triggered on this particular trade. And this is the trade where the majority of the NASDAQ traders actually made most of their money. Guys, and this is also where we were able to go for that classic, guys, risk to reward argument where we can modify the risk to reward on the run. Okay, so let me just build this up for you, guys, and I'll show you exactly what we did in the LTR tonight, why we did it, and ultimately, guys and girls, if you don't mind, the charts are running live, so there's absolutely nowhere to hide. This is the only way I present, because I want to present you with transparency instantly, even if it's the first time you've ever come across Samurai. Absolutely brilliant. So, guys, what we did on the NASDAQ, we picked up a number of buy signals on the way up. They're all very, very technical. What I want to do, though, is I want to focus on this little one at the top, because this is our trade of the day. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is this little -2 right here. Can everybody see that little -2 in the box? So that little -2 in the box says, Lockie, the buyers have completely lost control of the market. Now, what I'd love to draw your attention to, guys and girls, if I can, is see this little pink line running across the chart there? That's one of the key pivots that we trade off, guys, at the actual trading school itself. So what we said is, we said, righto, so the buyers are 100% in control of the market. This is really good fun. Okay, this huge candle there. Guys, let me move that little black line, because a number of the traders grabbed that delta just there, guys, the delta, and said, all right, Lockie, I'm going to buy the market up. Just for context, guys, just for context, if I can. Okay, so with a delta, we always put our stop loss behind the candle. So let's say that's my total risk on the trade, about $150. Most traders went for at least $150, guys. But what they did, so that's a 1-to-1 risk to reward, which is good fun, guys. But what they did is, the moment that trade had moved 80% of the way to their profit target, called the 80% rule. So once it had moved around about $110 into profit towards $150 target, what they did is they moved their stop loss to only what we call one tick, or -$5. So they were going for, guys, so when they started the trade, they were going for literally $150 at risk. Let me put 2 boxes on. Okay, let me put 2 boxes on. Because again, guys, I want to blow this risk to reward that people talk about. You know, there's people that jump around the internet going risk to reward, risk to reward. And that's okay, guys and girls. But at the end of the day, you can be a lot smarter than that. So all I've done is copy the box. Guys, it's $150 at risk on the trade to make $150. Now, what we did is, once we moved 80% of the way to the profit target, instead of our stop loss being all the way down here at the bottom of this box, we moved our stop loss to $5 under where we got in. All right. So as a result, we can blow away the risk box completely. So now we've got $5 at risk to make $150. So guys, if you want to do the risk to reward ratio on that, may I suggest, if I do some rough mathematics, it's around about, I have to get a calculator. I say that, guys, it's a lot in your favor, but let me show you what I mean by that. So $150 profit target, okay, and you've literally got $5 at risk. So the risk to reward ratio is 30 times in your favor. Now, it started at 1-to-1, Sure, but we engineered the risk using the 80% rule. You'll hear that a lot. So once we moved 80% of the way to our projected target, we decided we were going to cut our risk, guys. So we've basically got, you could move your risk to zero if you want, guys. You could even move your risk positive. Just say, righto, Lockie, my stop loss is now at $10 positive. I've got no risk on the trade and I'm still going for $150 target. Guys, so that's how you can actually engineer the risk to reward ratio in your favor on the run. And that's exactly what we did actually on the way back down. So let me explain that to you, guys. I'll move that box off there for a moment. So we picked up this little -2 candle, guys. That is referred to as a static bar reversal. There's a lot of reasons for that. It's a very, very powerful reversal signal because, as I said to you before, guys and girls, it's at the pivot, right? So it's at the pink pivot, right? It's a really, really important point. So please note underneath, we've got this little selling delta that says, that little selling delta right there. If you want to sell the market down, there's an incredible spot to sell the market because that's where the institutions are sitting, guys. That's why we use a 5-minute chart, guys, not a 1-minute chart, or particularly a 2-minute chart or a 3-minute chart. Guys, there'll be a lot of people out there in the world that say, oh, we use a 1 or 2 or 3-minute chart in order to try and reduce the risk on the trade. Guys, there's no benefit in reducing risk. Instead of reducing risk, what you should be doing is projecting your profit targets out and using the 80% rule. Very, very different approach to trading, guys, but we're the ones making the money and those people are getting absolutely hammered. So I would suggest you probably want to use a 5-minute chart as your minimum, which is the one you're currently looking at right now. So we picked up this little selling delta. So very, very similar to our risk. I just bring our little risk box in. So the risk was significantly less than $150. Guys, but interesting point. All I've done is put a box, guys, around that little candle to work out what the maximum risk is. So call it about $135 at risk on the trade. But what I said to the experienced traders is I want you to hold this trade for up to 15 minutes. Right? So this is exactly what we did today, right? Exactly what we did. So there's our risk. Guys, we're going to project our reward. So there's our reward. Okay, and what we did once again is the moment the market, let me borrow this black line, the moment the market actually moved 80% of the way to our projected target, what we did is we brought our stop loss into zero. We can't lose any money on the trade, but most of the traders were going to hold for up to 15 minutes, guys. And let me show you what they did. So they went short, and some of the traders went short for what we call 50 ticks, okay, just there, or $250. So they started the trade with about 135 at risk. They literally, within around about 25 to 30 seconds of being in the trade, they've now got zero risk with a $250 target. But most of the traders, guys, went for 100, okay, $100, which is down there. Let me double check. So it'll be 10 horizontals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've gone a little bit too far. Now, the reason, guys, okay, they went for a 100 tick target just here. Not only is it $500 per contract traded, but all we did is basically trade back down to a pivot. So basically we reversed the market at a pivot and then we sold it back down to a pivot. Guys, now the decision to basically start winding in your risk. So what happened at this point in time, guys, instead of having your stop loss at zero, so you can't lose any money on the trade, what people started doing is started moving the stop loss down behind each of these candles as they close. So what they're doing is they're locking in more and more and more and more profit, waiting for the market to stall. Guys, now the NASDAQ, let me show you, the NASDAQ is famous for stalling at a Fibonacci. Okay, so let me show you this. So I'm going to draw my Fibonacci up to catch them on the way down. The NASDAQ is famous for stalling, guys, at these red Fibonacci's just here. So my most senior traders, guys, went short up here, very, very quickly controlled their risk to reward. So it was literally 100 times in their favor. So you got $5 at risk to make 500, 100 times risk to reward. They ran it down to the pivot. They then locked in a ton of profit, let it fall down to the 76s and scrubbed the trade. Now, what an awesome spot to scrub the trade, guys, because look what actually happened straight after that. So 2 lessons, guys, 2 lessons come out of this. This is a -2 rated static bar reversal. That's an indicator that tells us to sell the market. The delta is an indicator that tells us to sell the market. The market failed at a pivot, so we know if the market can't go up, it has to go down. And the experienced traders sat on the trade for up to 15 minutes, guys, until we ran into the 76 fibs and got out at around about 130 ticks, or around about $650 in profit with zero risk. So, guys, what I wanted to do in the webinar tonight, is not only show you, so that is a live chart. That is a live chart. That's the trade of the day. That's the one that's about to go on YouTube, guys. About to go on YouTube. So if you, again, guys and girls, if you want to do some homework, guys, there's a lot of videos on YouTube now. As it turns out, guys, as we finished our little PowerPoint presentation, as I said, look at these buy signals that are actually being generated on the NASDAQ right now. Guys, now that, guys, you can see the date, bottom left-hand corner, it is November the 12th. So it's the day after, the 11th of the 11th. Guys, I'm a military veteran, so I can tell you it's a big day, the 11th of the 11th. Guys, have a look at the buy signals that are being generated by the institutions as they start to reverse the market and send it back the other way. Now, what I find very exciting, guys, these are all buying deltas. So all of these little things here are buying deltas on the way back up again. And if you said to me, Lockie, I just want to trade the market as a professional trader, then you'd grab the first of the buying deltas. Guys, first of the buying deltas on any of those candles. I said that little box there, guys, that's a little bit too big. So that little box there is $100 US. Okay, $100 US. So there's the first green delta on that candle there. So my point being, guys and girls, has it gone through the top of the box? You're probably going, yep, it's gone through the top of the box. Brilliant. Guys, there's the first delta on that little red one. Has it gone through the top of the box? Yes. If I go down to that first delta there, has it gone through the top of the box? Yes. If I go to this one here, has it gone through the top of the box? Yes. That is actually a static bar reversal just there. Has it gone through the top of the box? Yes. Mind you, guys, if you're looking at that going, well, Lockie, that's fine on the way up. That is a live chart, by the way. Look at these selling deltas, guys, on the way down. Sell, 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 sell. You're probably going, well, Lockie, can we make money in both directions? Absolutely. Guys, sell signals here, sell signals here. There's obviously a lot of trades, guys. So one of the keys with the delta, guys, one of the keys with the delta is if you don't want to trade in the live trading room, you can literally load the indicators onto your charts, provided it's a futures trading platform. Load the indicators onto your charts. Guys, we'll teach you how to use the indicators to your best advantage. And every time you get a valid trade, just push the button and off you go. So guys and girls, I'll take you back, guys, if I can. I'm going to take you back to the to basically where to from here. So let me take you back to where to from here. I've got some homework. I've got some homework for you. So let me just grab that homework. But at the end of the day, guys and girls, the webinar was designed. Let me go here. In a perfect world, boom, that should happen. Okay, so have we gone back to Rob? Thank you. Have we gone back to a slide, guys, that says where to from here? Because I've got some homework for you. In a perfect world, that's actually working quite well. Yes, we have. Oh, there we go. Technology is working. So guys and girls, where to from here? So challenge for you, if you will. If you're a bit of a reader, you can download the Brokers Exposed book. That's on the, that's basically, guys, as part of the Starter Pack video series. How do you get the Starter Pack video series? Just go to the front page of Samurai Day Trading. Guys, download that series. It's a series of videos that talks about in significantly more detail what we do, why we do it, how we do it, basically reinforces everything we've done in the webinar tonight. Also, guys, if you want to jump into the live trading room, you don't need to be officially trained by us to come into the live trading room. Guys, we do have trading courses, we do have advanced trading courses and coaching and all this kind of stuff. Guys, but at the end of the day, if you want to get in and find out what we do, it's $97 US a month. Guys, you could have very happily taken that selling trade. We saw it on the NASDAQ today, went more than $500 US into profit. A number of the traders took that trade for more than 500 US. Guys, what does it mean? You basically, if you took that trade, you paid for 5 months in the live trading room today if you're on a one contract. Guys, now our biggest trader in the live trading room today was on 70 contracts. Right now, I'm talking about you guys trading one contract. He's on 70. So suffice to say, guys, there's a fair bit of talent out there in the trading room. It's going very, very well. And guys, if you're a bit of a video watcher, all you need to do is jump on YouTube. Guys, you'll be able to watch the daily videos. You'll be able to ultimately determine, is this Samurai Day Trading School as good as it looks? I think you're going to find it is. Guys, jump in the live trading room. Let us prove what we do to you. It's live, so there's ultimately nowhere to hide. Guys, and you might find that very, very quickly you'll be joining one of the fastest growing and probably most professionally run, guys, day trading schools in Asia, because everybody that works at the school actually trades. That's a pretty new thing, guys, for trading schools in Asia, it would look like. But suffice to say, guys, that's what we do. Being quite honest, being quite real, being quite raw on that one. But suffice to say, guys, we're all traders. We professionally trade. I executed 2 trades, guys, today on the FDAX in the live trading room. They both went to profit. Suffice to say, it was a reasonable day. I could have traded better though, guys. I'll be quite honest. I did miss an absolutely stunning trade. Sometimes that happens, but suffice to say, walked away with some good money. And that is the life of a live trading room moderator. There's no doubt. So guys and girls, on that note, this video is going to be on YouTube. So if you would like to watch again, if you want to watch those key principles again, absolutely brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed the webinar. I did want to be around about 60 minutes, and I look at the clock, it's literally 59 and a half. Guys, so we're right on time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, if you want to find out more of what we do, jump into the live trading room, and ultimately we can go from there. So have a great night. Thank you for those that joined me in the webinar. Thank you for your support. Guys, absolutely lovely. Rob, particularly, there's quite a few ex-forex traders that are now futures traders join the webinar going, yeah, Lockie, we know all this. This is really good fun. So for those who did join, thank you for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was good fun. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you reinforced ultimately why we do what we do. Guys, I'll put this on YouTube for you. You can watch it as many times as you want, guys and girls, and we'll get on with the job of being an absolutely amazing trading school. So thank you for having me wherever you are in the world. Guys, I hope you're magic. You're either going to download the book, guys, watch the free starter pack video series, watch YouTube, guys, or literally join the live trading room, and we'll show you exactly how to trade. Guys, twice a day, European Open, US close, the live trading rooms are going very well, guys, and you'll have to see it to believe it. That's just the way it goes. Have a great night. Thank you for all the support, guys, in the chat. I really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye-bye.